Hi, this is Jackie,
Hi, this is Diana.
and you're listening to Homebodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect series that are on HBO Max. I keep forgetting to say that. We are talking about Abbott Elementary Season 2, Episode 13, Fundraiser, and Episode 14, Fire. Now, this is confusing because I hope you watched Fire as well and not Valentine's Day. What did you watch?
Oh wait, 13 and 14, Fire and the
Fire. You did watch a thing about a fire. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, because on HBO, it said episode 13, it said episode 14 was fire, right? And then I'm trying to
Okay.
look for recaps, and it said, I put season 2, episode 14, it said Valentine's Day. And I was like,
Oh dear.
what? So then I went back, then I did episode 14, Fire, that came up. So when I went back to HBO to look, episode 15 is Valentine's Day. So I don't know what happened, if like they originally released it a certain way. I don't know. So I'm really,
Okay.
it just hit me just now. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Somehow she
Oh, yeah.
watched Valentine. But okay.
Yeah, that
good.
would be hysterical.
I'm glad. Okay. Okay. So episode 13. I'm going to recap it. I have such a short recap that I pulled from IMDb. Barbara organizes a candy-selling fundraiser to raise money for a school field trip to the Science Museum. When sales don't go as planned, Ava steps in to teach the students new unconventional selling tactics. Bam. You like that recap?
I love that.
Okay.
That pretty much was it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Don't need to go into all the deets because we go into the deets, right?
We do.
All right. Fashion. School day and school don't. School day, I have, which basically means I would wear it to work and outside of work. Probably more so outside of work, but Ava's blue sweater dress. Toward the end, when she's confronting Barbara, I said I would wear it to school when I don't have recess duty, just so you know. And of course, I found it through Shop Your TV immediately. I didn't have to post on Facebook or anything. I just went on their website. It is by, I believe, Reese. And I got it Saks Fifth Avenue. I found it. It's the Jenna knit blouson. I don't know, midi dress. And they look like they only have size small. It is down to $81.83 from $330.
Super affordable.
Yes. Do you want to say your school day?
I have two, and they were
Nice.
children's attire. So,
don't the children wear uniforms? Now I'm confused.
Well, they went outside.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
right away, I said, I want the polka dotted puffy coat that the girl was wearing, and also the soft teddy bear coat.
Jacket. Do you like
I
the
would
coats?
wear both
Okay.
of those items to school.
Nice.
I wish they came in my size. Although they do have those
you totally
styles
could find those.
Yeah.
Or you just buy the extra large children's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't have any school don'ts. Did you?
Me neither. No.
Yeah.
And I was really looking. I was like, nah. Not even from Ava.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't have anything for true false for you. The only thing I have is, if a cat was found in our school, would our custodian keep it there for days? What do you think?
It's going to be a false.
Yeah.
We had deer in our backyard when school started. Did you remember seeing this one deer? I think it's the same one. He was like lingering. I was coming over the summer, at the end of the summer, and I went to like park my car, and like I had like a stare down with this deer. I feel like it was the Woodstock pet deer.
Okay.
And I couldn't get out of the car because he was so close. So I moved where I parked and then went. And then like when school started, I kept seeing this deer. And then I went out to, I think it was forget why the kids only had a half day or whatever. And we didn't, or I don't know what it was, open house or something. And there he was, just coming through the parking lot. So that was kind of our pet. We kept him for a while. I don't see him now that we're really in the hustle and bustle. No, not yet.
No. I did not get to see that deer. I think I did. I think one of our teachers did post a picture of him or her. What's the matter?
I don't know. My computer just did like something really weird. So
you're 99% uploaded.
Okay. So. It just went black and then went doo-doo-doo-doo, and now it's back. Okay. I have no idea what that means.
Didn't do anything on this end, so that's good.
I don't know. It was really weird.
There's ghosts around or something. Lingering. I think today is technically Dia de los Muertos, so here we go.
And I still look like I'm literally here with no electricity.
Lighting. Yeah, she does have lighting.
And I have so many lights on right now, just so we're clear.
Maybe when I upload it, it'll change because that could
got this thing going. So, yeah, I did pay my electric.
Well, yeah. So
I feel like the movie, was it Blair Witch Project, where she's like got the light under her and like she's in the dark and you could see her snot. Like that's what I'm feeling like right now. So. Okay.
It's not like that. Anyway, the deer, yes, I did not know. I never saw that deer. Never. So that's kind of weird.
Famous.
Yeah, we haven't had a pet like that. I can relate. Right? We're moving on to I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
I am on Ava's side. It wasn't nice, but the making jokes about the floods on the boy, I can't stand flood pants, especially on boys.
I agree with you on the pants. I knew you were going to put it on your list. I thought of you immediately. I could totally relate to the pants with the floods. I know it's a trigger for you.
I
Me
can't
too.
Take it. I feel like what?
No, I was just gonna say I have this issue with my son who's tall. He goes through these growth spurts, Jacoby, and he's so skinny that like I can't go to the next size.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really wear jeans. He's like joggers in that style.
Yeah.
But the next size are too baggy, and then it's very interesting. It's fast. If anybody knows of a company, I've tried them all probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why my son wears jeans because of the adjustable waist. I would have.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to put him in sweats basically when he started school, and they kept falling down. He's so skinny, and so they make some they don't really make adjustable waist sweats. I don't think.
No, it's tricky, and they want the Nike, the Under Armour, the Adidas type stuff. Like at least he does. He's in middle school,
waist.
And he doesn't like to have things very baggy.
No.
And even if you tie it really tight and stuff, so it's a battle, but I felt for the kid. I
did too.
Although for women, listen, kick flares and like ankle pants, like all of that is like really in fashion. So I say embrace it. Throw a pair of Birkenstock clogs on and call it a day.
Or even boots.
Yeah, go for it.
You've seen when they wear short pants. Or you can roll them. I mean,
bring it back. Let's go.
Kid. Anyway, yeah, I have it was. I feel like when people say that. I think if I remember correctly, when I was pregnant at school, and I would be at school, and I would notice it on the boys a lot. Like I feel like I saw it way more back then than I do now in our school. Yeah. And I know people can't afford to keep up, so it's very rude. But but it was kids that I knew the family could afford it, and I was like, why are you doing this to them? Stop. Just takes away the look. Anyway, okay. That was okay. Love, hate, love. Maurice sending a voice note of himself laughing instead of doing LOL or whatever.
Yeah.
That
was good.
Also Maurice, quote, man, children really be everywhere. He got out where to go on a date and he didn't want to be around children. Ava was whittling wood in her office.
Mm-hmm.
As Diana knows, I have recently researched whittling, which is so random. So I couldn't believe she was whittling wood and like on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
One of my students, our students, learned that over the summer. So to relate to them, I, to find out more and have them be an expert, I did a lot of Googling. We both, and they sat with me and found out some interesting stuff about whittling and the difference between whittling and carving. And it was just so funny. And no one addressed it. She's just sitting there whittling.
Yeah.
I have more for love. Ava buying Henry pants, right? She has the pants for him. Henry was the kid.
Yeah.
The label said Avalicious.
Of course it did. It's her own brand.
The squeak of the marker on the fundraising chart. There's so many funny things. Like it was just like
yeah,
and like
it's like $2 more.
Yeah. I did love that Courtney was in this episode and had some lines outside. I'm kind of loving her a little bit. Like, okay. I love that they're at a mall that's actually functioning and alive. It wasn't a dead mall. It was
it looked like busy. Our Galleria mall. Very similar.
The whole Jacob and Mr. Johnson and Kat storyline I did think was funny.
That was good. It was
absolutely ridiculous. Do you want to do love?
Oh, I got some loves. I just love Mr. Johnson as always. He's my favorite. I love the no donut for you from Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
No soup for you, no donut for you.
Yeah.
I was like, yay, love that. And I also love the Sam Cooke reference, change gon' come from Ava when she was talking about that was my favorite line of the whole show. I don't have any hates.
I don't have any hates. I don't have hates.
It's all love.
For my speech language analysis, Mr. Johnson, that was Mr. Johnson. When Jacob says the cat is a pescatarian.
Yes.
And he's like, what does he say? Doesn't eat meat or something? I don't know. He got confused. Oh, no. It was, what did he say?
What it was?
That part I didn't write. Oh, darn it. That's the part I didn't write. He didn't know what it meant. I just thought that was funny. And pescatarian, because I knew this, it means only eats fish. And I knew, I always remember it because pescar in Spanish means to fish. And then I had to look it up in Latin because I thought maybe it would be similar. It's pronounced piscis, and it's piscis is fish or whatever. So that's my little language thing.
My little psych notes here that I scratched up. Jacob speaks like he's had some therapy. There's no doubt he's had a lot of self-help books, or he's sat on a couch, and I love it. And I wrote, oh, Janine, where do you find these dudes? Like
from Greg.
She could use some therapy herself. I think we talk about that, or they talk about that in the next
one. Yeah.
Episode.
There's a lot of therapy for her.
Somebody please.
Yeah.
Get her to therapy.
Speaking of
where does she find these people to date? Come on. And she has so much to offer. I love her. So anyway.
Yeah. Next episode 14 is called Fire. Here's my quick recap from IMDb. Barbara's candle accidentally starts a small fire in the teacher's lounge, and a counselor suggests that she might not be handling the aftermath well. Melissa rekindles her childhood dream of being a firefighter. All right, for fashion. School Day, it's from Ava, and it's it's the Ava, it's the plaid dress. It's one of the last scenes. It's one of those where it looks like it's a strapless dress, but there's a shirt underneath it, or a blouse, button down. It's funny because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I like that. And then I'm like, I don't normally like that type of thing. I don't normally like when, things come and they look like they're attached. But my first instinct was, yes, I like it. It's Zara, of course.
Oh, yes. I feel like there's a lot of Zara on this show.
In the show, yeah. It's Zara plaid dress. It's just called... I have a feeling it's probably not. I didn't even click on their website.
Their stuff kind of cycles through pretty...
It's probably gone.
I feel like quick. Yeah.
I went on here now. I see a bathing suit. I mean, like, what?
Yeah. It's probably not.
School don't is wearing heels. I cannot wear heels in school.
When I first started in my other district, I wore them every single day. I don't know what I don't know. I just had like a different style back then too. I wore
it's not only that. It's our bodies, and I just can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I cannot handle it. My feet hurt. My legs hurt. Forget it.
I can only wear them to go out. Like I can wear a heel or a heeled boot to go out, but
and I better not be walking around a lot. Like I
can't really do a high heel.
Walk to the table at dinner, walk back to the car.
Yeah,
there better not be a lot of walking.
I don't know how teachers do it, to be honest with you. How they
I'm referring to Melissa, by the way, because she climbed up the ladder and had heels on. I'm referring to Melissa because she climbed up the ladder and had heels on.
Yeah.
Do we know teachers?
Yeah, that's
that
a don't for sure.
What teachers wear heels in our building? Well, one used to. She's not in our building anymore.
Yeah, nobody really does.
No.
I mean, I don't think nobody really.
Most people dress they might dress nicely, but comfortable feet. Your feet
comfortable
are comfy.
feet for sure. Cute shoes, but I'm all about the flats.
Yes.
Yes. For my school day, I like Janine's skirt with the shark bite hem. I don't remember exactly what pattern it was, if it was plaid or it was like just different. I don't know. I just love a lot of her clothes. I don't know. I really like Janine's clothes a lot.
Yeah.
I love the colors, the patterns.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had, when she was coming out of the school, I think, I can't remember where it was, but she had this beautiful shark. I think it's the shark bite hem. I've learned what that is. And she had this skirt on and it was beautiful.
So shark bite hem, is that when it comes straight down and then it kind of goes like a triangle? Or no?
Yeah, like it's
like an opening is a triangle-ish or no?
Yeah, like there's little sharp edges about it a little bit. I think it's shark bite hem. I could be wrong.
Probably right. I can't picture it. I'm gonna Google it.
And I could be getting, but maybe she just had it had like jagged edges to it. It was cute.
Let me put image because they're mostly showing.
I could be wrong on this.
They're showing shark bite, mostly shirts where it goes up in the middle and then is longer on the sides.
Oh, then I have it all wrong.
Okay.
Way to go, Diana. Yeah. Thought that's what you called it. Anyway, it was.
They're showing fringed jeans. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean, though. It was like jaggedy.
Do you just mean it was like this at the bottom, like zigzaggy? For the people listening and can't see us, we're waving our fingers all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I had.
Okay. No school don'ts. All right. True false. Do teachers light candles in school?
No.
We are super not allowed to do that. We can't even light candles for birthdays, I don't think, technically.
I mean, even have a rug in my room.
I mean, in the staff room. Oh, our fire inspections are, I feel like they're just making SHIT up. Like, they're just like, you can't have
a lamp. What?
Why are your blinds pulled down? It's like, because they're, I mean, that didn't really happen, but they're absolutely ridiculous. I think they make up stuff to make their job relevant. Sorry, I have to make it. You
got to find things to improve. I mean, on the plus side, I am getting a brand new rug and I'm very excited about it because it meets the fire code. And my other one apparently didn't. So for whatever that is, I had to throw it out. Sorry to the taxpayers.
And big waste, like, thank you for more waste in the world, like, that's not going to rot, because regardless of it being flammable or not, I'm sure it's, if it's non-flammable, that means, or it's flammable, but I'm sure it's toxic if it burns.
Exactly. It's got the rubber bottom.
There's so much waste in this world.
It just will melt. I have no idea.
But
it was cracking me up about the whole premise of this being about a candle, like a prayer candle. Who has candles in school? Seriously.
No. Nobody.
If we were allowed, I would totally have like a nice little scented candle.
Oh, yeah. Totally. And I would burn it when the kids were in there. I mean,
you're not even allowed to have like oil diffusers. And I think people do, like teachers do, maybe in some buildings and they do it. They're not supposed to. But you're not even supposed to have that. So,
yeah. I mean,
anyway.
No way. There's something I just thought of. A candle. I don't remember. Oh, one more thing. Sorry about this fire stuff. My door is flammable. There's no way it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think
Mm-hmm.
everybody's is because it's wood, and mine though
It's
is
solid
like
wood.
so old. Yeah, like there's so what? And I have that lovely vent
I know.
quote on it
Oh,
that
yeah.
is busted. Like you could use that for
Yeah.
kindling. I
Good
mean,
luck.
like we got the whole fire pile ready to go.
Our wooden cabinets, paper, I know they are like, you have to have a certain percentage of the walls free from paper, but I'm thinking it's a school. There's paper. Like,
yeah, we're not supposed to put anything on our doors now.
I know. Because that's going to be,
I don't even
it's going to be less fun. I don't
like,
know.
where do I live? Do we live? Okay, I won't get into it. Okay. Where am I here? Oh, true false. Would the district send a trauma counselor, I'm calling this person, if we had a fire?
No.
Clearly,
Oh.
no. And clearly, I mean, if there was some sort of what's the word? Oh my gosh, not catastrophe. Oh my gosh. I can't think of
Like
it.
an event. Like
If
to
there
that,
was an event
like
and they needed counselors, our own counselors, aka you and psychologists and social workers get together, and they are put on like alert, and they know, and adults and children.
We communicate across buildings. We have a crisis team.
So
that was like, do they not have any of those resources in this public school? It's terrible.
I didn't have this on here. I don't know. I'm not sure how to word it. Now, I don't know about other districts, but in our district, true or false, do we get vacation days?
No.
Where we could take off on a school day.
Only administrators. Administration, that's what they get. They get vacation days.
12 months. 12 months. We are 10-month employees. We do not get vacation days. We get sick days. And we get personal days. And
yep.
It was just interesting because Barbara said, I have never taken a day off unless I'm sick or I'm on vacation. I'm like, that's nope, not for a teacher. Should have said, they need some script writing in there. We need to consult with them.
I'm sick or I have a doctor's appointment. That would have made sense.
Or my child is sick. Like we take off when our children are sick, Anyway. Okay.
But I did like the mental health day. I think that's a real thing for people, and it should be a real thing. And that was in my psych notes anyway.
I can relate. I didn't have anything. Not that I couldn't relate. I don't know. I didn't have anything, but I can relate. What did you have?
I did. Keep trucking, keep it in, trying to push through. Like, what's her name? Help me out, Candle. Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
Talking about like I'm fine at all. Like that's I can totally relate to that. Like just pushing through and just keeping it in, and so, sometimes that's not really a good thing, but I'm guilty of doing that until maybe I burst. Getting better at that. But like just okay, take a deep breath. You got this. Keep going.
Right.
School don't stop. You got to put your game face on and pretend like nothing's bothering you while you're in that, working with people and children, especially just, but also being real with them when it's appropriate. And, like Barbara did with that student, like it's okay to feel sad. Like I loved, that was in my love.
Me too.
She's very good at the way she handles her students and connects with them. So I really liked it.
Yeah. All right. Love, hate. Love, I had that Ava left during the fire.
It's just like out in her car, gone.
What is this? Why did he say this? Jacob's quote, can't spell fire. Oh, here it is. He goes,
oh,
can't spell firefighter without her. And then he's like, reverse, but the H and the T.
Yeah.
And then I loved the counselor saying to Barbara, quote, and you are Mary J. Blige levels of just fine. Because that is one of my all-time favorite songs. Just
Absolutely. I wrote that in mine too. And that came up. Ava wasn't Ava singing? No, that's she wasn't. I'm Going
She
Down.
sang,
She was singing.
yes, I'm Going Down.
Yes. But we talked about Just Fine because it's
Yes.
one of your favorite songs, and
we
I
did.
hadn't listened to it, and I wanted to listen to it or whatever. So
Yeah.
it had been a while. My love was loved how Greg transitioned to being the intern principal while putting the sweater on like that. He was like, hold on a second. He gets the sweater like Mr. Rogers, you know, and gets the tennis shoes going, and boom. Okay.
Then he put a blazer on, didn't he?
No, it wasn't.
No, the next day, and she was like, "Get your blazer off." She got really mad.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you see, because I'm a little younger, but the fireman dude, like the fire chief or whatever, that was the guy. Mike O'Malley, I think his name is.
Oh yeah,
he's from Guts. Remember the aggro crag? See,
no,
I think you were probably like in high school when I was like watching, like, do you have it? Guts. It was a Nickelodeon show. You're welcome. You need to look it up. I'm like, it was the same time. Guts was on the same time as Legends of the Hidden Temple. And see, this is going to be our little gap of time. I was like obsessed with wanting to be on the show.
The Guts one or the other one?
I can remember the referee what was her name?
I see
Cork or something. That's him, Mike O'Malley. He was the host of this show called Guts, and it was like a physical competition. It was like after Double Dare. Like you watched Double Dare.
I watched Double Dare. Yes, I did.
Mark Summers, and then remember when he had that show? What would you do? What?
No, I think I started to get too old.
And the pie would go in the face. It was so. As much as I wanted to be on Double Dare and thought that when we went to Disney World, like they just would pick me out of the odd, like somehow I would be on the show.
Totally. Yeah.
And so Guts. So anyway, I would love seeing him again.
This is why I did not watch this. Guts ran from 1992, September of 1992, which was my senior year in high school. That was my beginning. Yeah. And then it went to 1995. So I was not watching that. Yeah. Sorry.
So, anyway, but go back and watch a clip for fun. It's great.
I will. What you got? Anything else for love?
Nope.
I don't have any hate.
No hates again. Me neither.
No. Speech language analysis. I liked the term truckies. That is the groupies of the
truckies.
And then I don't have this down, but he's like, I just wish for once a woman would like me for me. I'm spitting all over the place. And not my truck or something.
Yeah.
And then I loved to when Melissa says, "Son of a Bocelli, they're delicious," about the carrot cookies. Son of a Bocelli. I really thought she was going to say something else, and I was very happy she did that. That was a good little.
I forgot all about the carrot cookie.
I did too, actually.
I was like, why did I write iceberg?
For Psych
and then
Notes.
now I was because I was thinking about like what's on the surface.
Yes.
And what's below.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing that we, obviously are trained in and work on and have an understanding. And it's very true when you're working, especially with kids too. There's so much that's underneath there, the kids that we work with, that you don't really know about yet. And all behavior has meaning, and they're going through, and they might come to school and you might see some behaviors on the surface, but what's really underneath there, like is there financial concerns, is there
who knows what happened before they got to school.
Exactly. A fight before they went to school, like they didn't eat breakfast, there's other things like, so anyway. And then I was laughing because somebody said they called her an investigator of feelings because they were talking about the fire investigator or whatever. And then the investigator of feelings. And it's funny because I was thinking about sometimes when kids don't know what a school psychologist is, or they ask, like, they'll be like, well, what is your job? Like they'll ask, sometimes they'll ask you if they don't know. And I don't call it an investigator of feelings, but it was like, you know, like you have a teacher for this and you have a teacher. I'm like the feelings teacher and I help with this. And I try to explain it that way. Because maybe some of them are like, well, you're like Miss Hansel, right? Like I was like, no, Miss Hansel works on speech skills and your sounds and your language and your vocabulary. And I get to work on your social skills and get, you know, and all of the problem solving and like working on your feelings and all of that. So that's the kind of
the feelings.
It's so funny.
That's so funny.
And Janine, whoever said it, like Janine needs some therapy. There's no doubt. I mean, she took advantage of the, I loved when she took advantage of the trauma counselor.
Yeah.
She started talking about her like life.
Sister, right?
And I'm thinking, girl, you better somebody give her a card, a referral. So anyway. And that's all I had.
That's
it.
I
liked it. Did you like one episode over the other?
Better than the other. Ooh.
I thought they were both good, but for some reason I laughed a little bit more in the candy bar one.
Yes.
I think.
I did too. I think I had more stuff. Yeah, and you know what? I actually started to get stressed when I saw the title was fire. I was like, oh no, I don't need to see a fire.
I know.
I also didn't notice at first because I was like, why didn't they show any, like, where was the fire? What's burned? There's no damage. Her shawl. Did you see? Because she did say her shawl caught on fire, and you saw like the black
and like the spots.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. Look at that.
Yeah. It was a fun one. Valentine's Day is next, right?
Valentine's Day is next.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Excited for that. That should be good.
And I don't know what the other one is. All right, everybody.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.